Good evening, Cancers. Welcome to my channel, Spirit Now Incorporated. A pleasure to have all of you returning to me this evening. I am recording this on the evening of the 25th of October, and this forecast will be for the mid and balance of October 2021, commencing from the 20th of October, where the full moon in Aries, very, very powerful full moon, happened to fall in Libra at 27 degrees. Now for you, Cancer, this full moon fell in your 10th house. And your 10th house has to do with your worldly ambitions, your career. It's at the top of your chart. That which you wish to perhaps not only renew, but very much so perhaps change altogether. Some of you Cancerians may be looking, if this is professionally resonating for some of you Cancerians, you may be looking at completely changing your career focus, even if that has to do with studies with respect to a new career. A lot of you Cancerians are looking at that. Now Jupiter fell in your 8th house, and Jupiter and Mercury, the planet of communication, which is, the planet of the brain, it's an air element planet. It went direct on the 18th. They both went direct. Jupiter and Mercury went direct on the 18th of October. And Jupiter fell in your 8th house and Mercury fell in your 4th house. So you're doing some intense transformations in your 8th house. And Pluto, the planet of transformation, was in your 7th. So that has to do with some of you Cancerians are making some changes in some of your relationships, personally and or professionally speaking, which may affect, the 4th house, where Mercury is at, the planet of communication. The 4th house has to do with your foundation, your family, your home, siblings. Also your foundation within yourself. A lot of you Cancerians are really, you're not only looking at your world, but you may be, reorganizing or getting organized or reorganized for some hard work, perhaps in a change of career for yourself, or some of you Cancerians may be getting a promotion or looking at obtaining a promotion for yourself in your current career. It is asking you to definitely, if you do get this promotion or you're looking to be promoted, you will certainly be having more responsibilities if this is career oriented for some of you Cancerians out there. And it will certainly affect your foundation as well, which means your home and your family. So you're really looking at some new directions, how you want to steer your ship personally and professionally, not only with your career, but with your home environment. With Pluto in the 7th house, you're also transforming within and with relationships having to do with your career and with your home. And some of you may very well be looking at what you really want in the world with respect to a career. Some of you may be wanting to change a career, as I mentioned earlier in this astrological forecast. And with Mercury in the 4th house, you may be even communicating at a deeper level within your foundations, within your family, within, that which you consider the foundation of yourself. Even perhaps within yourself, you're communicating deeply within yourself that which you wish to perhaps change within a career and or home environment. So you have some really heavy energies, but in a very positive way. I'm not feeling a lot of negativity in this whatsoever, but you are being asked to step up in some capacity within your career for sure. Could be a promotion for some of you. Some of you are looking at whether you want the promotion or not. Indeed, if you do take the promotion, it will be asking of a lot more responsibility from you. And those of you that are not looking for a promotion may be looking to change your career endeavors altogether, which will of course affect your home foundation as well. Some of you, may also be considering moving and or You know, if this is strictly work related, some of you may be looking at just changing your job altogether. You know, those of you that are you know, transitioning from one area of employment to another, and as far as a job related scenario is concerned. So for each of you Cancerians, it will be different, because you're all, you know, born at different times and different dates and in different places of the world with respect to your astrological sign, but certainly the planetary energies are the same insofar as what you might be feeling, just perhaps for some of you at different times. So I'm going to commence the balance of this forecast by starting with the Animal Spirit Oracle deck, and we're going to take a look, Cancer, at your most recent energies, your current energies, and your forthcoming energies, and then we'll clarify those energies as I do with the Rider-Waite Tarot to provide you with some more details. I do hope that all of you Cancers that are tuning in with me this evening are doing well, and that you're all strong and feeling blessed, as you should be feeling. And whatever changes you're looking to create, they certainly feel positive. And, you know, again, always navigating from a higher level of consciousness by being guided by, you know, your spiritual realm of that which you choose to connect with, whether you call it the Galactic Council or whether you call it, you know, God, the Creator. As long as you come from a place of elevation and elevated consciousness and you know, positivity, not only for yourself but for others, that's the healthiest way to move forward, and it feels really good. So let's take a look, Cancer, and see what's going on for you. I'm going to look at your recent past energies and then your forthcoming energies. So the first card, Cancer, that we have out for you is the Cow Spirit. Beautiful card. Cows are so intelligent. They're very, very intelligent, just like pigs, and extremely feeling, you know, sentient beings in every area of their being. Now, the Cow Spirit did come up in the reverse in your most recent past energies. So some of you Cancerians have been a little bit challenged in you know, wanting to know where your miracles are, because typically when it's in the upright, it's suggesting that the miracles are endless. Some of you are not really feeling that right now. Just perhaps going through some changes, as I mentioned earlier in this forecast, with respect to the astrological energy going on with the planets. You know, a lot of you are making some changes, and you're not quite sure. Some of you aren't quite sure, you know, where those changes are going to be and how they're going to unfold, and you know, some of you are feeling like you need a miracle, but a lot of you are just navigating through some harsher energies, and some of you have already come through them. But this card is suggesting that if there are any delays, know that the delays, for those that resonate with a higher elevated consciousness, knowing that your blessings come from Spirit, that you know, delays are protection for you. They're divinely guided, and when the outcomes for you that you're wishing to manifest for what you believe is best for you will unfold when Spirit's, you know, deems fit, because divine timing is always better than our own, whether we realize that or not. But those of us that are elevated in our consciousness spiritually do know that to be true, and do know that to be the case. So for any of you Cancerians that are experiencing some frustrations or delays, please keep that in mind, what I've just mentioned about knowing that, you know, the timing of the divine is always what's best for our highest and best good, whether we feel it at that given time or not. Now, the next card out for your current energies, Cancer, we have the Brown Bear Spirit. Very, very powerful. Bears are super powerful. You have the spiritual number of the number 9. which is indicative of highly protected by spirit. And this energy is suggesting for you to take some time out in your current energies. A lot of you Cancerians, as I mentioned, are going through some changes with respect to your career endeavors and your foundational arenas. You know, perhaps some of you are moving, perhaps some of you are investing, perhaps some of you are renovating. You know, it's going to be different for each of you. And so you just might need some time to take some time out and just rest, you know, go into some hibernation, if you will, for the lack of a better expression right now. But that's what this card is indicating, and is indeed very, very much supported by the spiritual realm, for you to take some time out to just recalibrate, regenerate, renew in your current energies. You've had some very hectic times here with your past energies. In your forthcoming energies, we have the Wombat Spirit. And here you are again, you know, being at home. This is you, Cancer, in your foundation. And, you know, being very solid, being very supported by the spiritual realm, being very at peace, and knowing that your foundation is serene, helps you to feel renewed. So however this is resonating in your forthcoming energies, you're really wanting to just be at home, being at home within yourself, being at home within a foundation for yourself that you've created, knowing where your home is, knowing that the spirit within you is your divine home and your divine support, which is allowing you to take some time out to rest. Very, very beautiful from these very hectic, uncertain energies of the past. Beautiful to see, Cancer, however this is resonating for you, personally or professionally. Now we're going to clarify these energies. Excuse me for a moment. I needed to have a sip of my coffee. I'm going to clarify these energies with your Rider-Waite Tarot. Again, this forecast is for the balance of October 2021, with the energies commencing of the full moon of the 20th of October, which fell in Aries, full moon of Aries, which fell in Libra, 27 degrees. And let's take a look and clarify your most recent past energies that you've been navigating through, where it is indicating that you're, you know, wanting to create some miracles for yourself, but having some delays in doing so. Know that miracles come from the divine, Cancer. And as a result, the divine knows what's the best timing for those miracles to unfold for you. All that the divine asks of you is to stay focused on spirit, stay focused on elevating and transcending. To be able to take that time out to rest and be at home within yourself and within your environment of whatever that means for you. So clarifying the Cow Spirit. Let's see what we have. Let's clarify the Cow Spirit for Cancers for the last half of October 2021, from the energies of this full moon in Aries on the 20th of October. Pardon me. Beautiful, Cancer. We have the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is the truth that's being revealed for you within your most recent past energies of how best to navigate into a new beginning for yourself, for either a career change or a promotion you're looking for, or, you know, looking in as to how that would affect your foundational environment, you know, your home environment, or even the home within yourself. You know the truth of what's true for you, and you're standing strong in that, and you're going to create that for yourself. Those of you that are creating this from an elevated consciousness, you know, with the spirit of the divine, you will have beautiful, abundant blessings, and they will be solid, because the truth is always from the divine, and anything that is given to us by the Creator can't be taken from us. Anything that is not provided from the Creator can be washed away in the oceans. But the oceans here for you, Cancer, are very calm. In your most recent past energies, you've been doing some healing work by coming out of some, harsher energies that you've been navigating through that you felt kept your miracles away from you. You've let that go, and you're looking at what's true for you. And what's true for you, Cancer, for some of you might be changing jobs, walking away from the past that hasn't served you. Some of you are looking to take on a new position in a career endeavor of some sort where you've been for quite some time. Some of you are looking at a new career endeavor. But whatever it is, however this resonates for you, Cancerians, it's beautiful and it's strong and it's what's true for you, and it is totally supported by the divine. Beautiful, beautiful, Cancer. To clarify that Ace of Swords, we have the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess, typically in the upright, is a highly evolved spiritual energy, spiritual entity and energy. And for some of you Cancerians, you've been confused, as to what your instincts and intuition has been telling you, which is why this energy is in the reverse. This won't resonate for all of you, but for some of you that has indeed been the case. You've had some confusion whether you want to make a change or not. You've had some confusion of what is true for you and what isn't. Perhaps this has been an energy that you felt very strong about and at one point in time, and perhaps now you're questioning it. For others of you Cancerians, you're in wanting to have the miracles unfold for you. You know that you need to look to the truth for that, and that's by looking to the divine. And for some of you, you're just being challenged in doing so because you're not quiet within yourself, which is what this energy in the reverse would indicate. Typically when the High Priestess is in the upright, she is highly evolved. She meaning an energy. These are not generic specific, but she is highly evolved. She is serene. She knows her source comes from the Creator in all endeavors of her life. And some of you Cancerians are just feeling, questionable on that because you're still evolving. Others of you already know. Some of you are still evolving in knowing what the truth is within and what is not. And it's going to require you to, release some negative energies of the past that have kept your miracles away from you. Low vibrational entities, again, jobs that don't align with you anymore, people that don't align with you anymore, or that perhaps never did, and perhaps you thought they did, but you found out otherwise. And that's what this energy would be indicating. Others of you already know what's best for you. In your current energies of the brown bear spirit, where it is suggesting for you to take some time out, we're going to clarify that with the first card out of the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles came up in the reverse, and that's indicating that, some of you Cancerians that are going through some changes of, perhaps changing jobs or wanting to change jobs, it's really necessary for you to do so, because if anything, your pentacles have been depleted. You may have been, had more work, which has required you to take time out, but it really wasn't paying you your worth. And so some of you are looking to change jobs. Some of you have been doing an enormous amount of work in a career endeavor for perhaps some time, and now you're taking some time out, or you're concerned about taking some time out and if that's going to affect your pentacles or not. Pentacles are indicative of finances, resources, investments, and being that this energy came up in the reverse, it's suggesting that some of you Cancerians are concerned that if you do take some time off, it'll deplete your pentacles, deplete your money. But a lot of you, I'm feeling that it won't. I'm feeling that regardless, you will take the time out anyway because you want to make a change. That's the energy I'm picking up from this. To clarify the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. And again, this is suggesting that some of you Cancerians have been really challenged in, wanting to know where your ships are, like when your ships are going to come in, when your finances are going to turn around to be healthier. Can you take time away? Can you take some time out? it is, if I may reiterate, necessary for you to do so, if at all possible, to take some time out to recalibrate so that you can regroup and regenerate, to allow the ships to come in. As the Three of Wands would typically indicate, you know, you're waiting for your ships, you're looking on the horizon as to where you want to go, and for some of you have already made those changes, you know, for a new position, and you're waiting for your ships to come in with your Pentacles, but they still haven't. There's been a delay. And just know that for those of you that this is resonating for, that if there is a delay in finance coming in for you, that the finances are coming. They are just delayed because of whatever arena you have chosen to change. There has just been probably some red tape that has been delaying the change. And for others of you that have, you know, felt depleted in your resources in an environment that was unhealthy for you, you're still navigating your way out of that. So just bear that in mind. I want to clarify that Three of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune. It came up in the reverse. For some of you Cancerians, the Wheel of Fortune is a karmic wheel. What goes around comes around. And for some of you Cancerians that have been, you know, in an environment that has been very unhealthy for you, you're just not feeling, you know, the love. You're just not feeling support. You're feeling like as much as you want to take time out, you can't. And for those of you that are taking time out, you're feeling that it's affecting your foundation in a way that you thought would provide some peace, but really hasn't. That's the energy I'm picking up on. I don't know what that means exactly for each of you, but for who resonates with that, you'll know how that applies to your particular scenario. But I'm feeling for a lot of you Cancerians that are in the throes of perhaps a job change, and or wanting to make a career change. You're just you're very delayed and you're very frustrated by it at this point. And that's why this initial current energy is asking you to take some time out. For some of you, there may have been a loss of employment. Some of you may have lost your jobs. Some of you Cancerians, and you're just needing to take some time out to be at home, as your current energies suggest, and renew yourself and recalibrate so that you can move forward into a new arena, a new venue of some sort for yourselves, where you can change the wheel to make it, you know, in the upright for you, where you can change that energy to have the wheel become more bountiful for you. That's what this indicates. Now, Jupiter was retrograde on the 18th, up until the 18th, which is the benefic planet, which rules the Wheel of Fortune. This is a Jupiterian card energy. And, you know, it was retrograde until the 18th. Now, it did move direct, and it could be that it's still, you know, it's the heaviest moving planet in the solar system and moves extremely, extremely slow. So it could be that it's just still cranking up to get moving forward, because it just moved forward direct on the 18th. And it takes some time for that large planet to get its gears up and get moving. So that could be why these delays have happened as well, with whatever you're looking to transform with your finances, with a job for some of you, with a new career endeavor. And so you're just being asked to take some time out. That I'm feeling, I don't feel this is really bad. I just feel that it's frustrating and there's delays. That's what I'm feeling here. And so it's just suggesting to take some time out and be at home, as your current energies are indicating with the Wombat Spirit. Be at home, Cancer. Take some time to just be at home within yourself. Look within of the changes you want to make. For some of you, as I mentioned earlier, astrologically, whether it's career related, job related, or, you know, home related, take some time to be at home within yourself, to reorganize and renew and recalibrate. To clarify the Wombat Spirit, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now it came up in the reverse. For some of you, this may be indicative of, I just had this instinctive feeling of some of you wanting to perhaps sell a property, and you're feeling that if you sell now, you'll take a hit financially. This just came very intuitively to me just now, as my readings do, as these other energies did as well. But I'm feeling this very strongly for some of you Cancerians, that this particular energy right here of the Seven of Pentacles in reverse is related to a property investment. Perhaps you're not, perhaps you're either looking to sell it, but you're not sure if now is a good time in forthcoming here in your energies, because maybe the market's not so good right now with the holidays forthcoming, or in your feeling that there would be a loss, or perhaps for some of you, you have made a change in career or in a job, and you've taken a hit financially where you've really depleted your resources, or there is something here that caused a severe loss of resources. For some of you, perhaps there was a job loss and you're in between jobs right now. I'm getting like 3 or 4 different stories here, but however this resonates, this is definitely financially related. And so you're just at home now with yourself, being at home within yourself, and looking to reorganize, looking at your career, looking at job prospects, looking at, for some of you, you're looking to be promoted, and they want you to take the promotion, but they don't want to pay you for it. So you're in the throes of a negotiation. Like, there's 4 or 5 different stories going on. There's a lot of information coming through this forecast, Cancers. Holy smokes. But that's what I'm picking up on. For some of you, unless you get the financial reward for the extra work that is being asked of you in a career change, where you're looking at a reorganization in your career, you're not going to take that promotion, or you're looking at a different career scenario, perhaps within the same environment, but a different department. And you thought the monies would be good, but they're not, or there's a delay in finances coming to you. It could be several different scenarios, however that applies, Cancers. I want to clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, in the upright we have the Seven of Wands, and this is a betrayal of some sort, where you're feeling you need to go into battle. Perhaps some of you were misled in a job scenario. I'm picking this up. Some of you are misled with respect to your position, and you lost it, or you were betrayed, or you're feeling you need to battle this. It feels like somebody stole from you. Like the Seven of Wands is indicative of a thievery card, in a battle card, like you're needing to battle for your money. Whatever that means. I'm not quite sure how that resonates that might be specific for 1 or 2 of you out there, but however that resonates, you know how best to apply. That's what I'm picking up on that particular energy. I'm going to clarify the Seven of Wands. Yeah, we have the Devil in reverse, which is actually positive to see in this particular spread right here, because whatever betrayed you, or whoever betrayed you, Cancers, with respect to money in a job scenario of some sort, excuse me, the Devil card energy in the reverse is indicative of you letting it go, which means whoever betrayed you, that perhaps you had a job, or some of you perhaps, it was time for you to let go of your job. You felt it was best because you were being betrayed with finances. That's an energy I'm picking up there. For others of you, this is indicative of someone stealing from you, literally. Somebody's, taking from you, and you're feeling very, very upset about it. Of course, you're in like battle mode. You're here. You have the wand across your chest. You're like guarding yourself. For others of you, this could be, this Devil card could be an energy of a boss who's been lying to you, or like an authority figure who's been lying to you about your position. For those of you that are in the throes of perhaps wanting to change your jobs, you know, leaving an environment that's been unhealthy for you for quite some time, and you being unable to do so because of a betrayal, however that resonates for you. I'm going to clarify the balance of this forecast with the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. For all of you Cancerians, it's going to be, you know, different as to how these energies are playing, but the predominant messages here are for you to take time out and to be at home and to really, you know, astrologically, as I mentioned earlier, look at reorganizing what some of you Cancerians want to do with a job-related concern of either leaving it, or if some of you have just perhaps lost a position, reorganizing and looking at perhaps delving into a newer arena of some sort, something completely different from what you've done. That's what these energies are suggesting for you to focus on. And in order to do that, to have clarity in that, you need to take the time out and be at home within yourself and within your environment to have that peace to be able to do so. Because ultimately, you know, when we change our employment or career changes, that does affect the home environment. So this is what you know, these energies are asking you to focus on. I'm going to lay them down right here. So please bear that in mind, Cancer, because that's what I'm picking up very, very strongly. I'm going to clarify the balance of this forecast with the Enchanted Map Oracle deck. What is the final message for Cancer here? Like 4 or 5 different storylines going on here that I'm picking up on. What's the final overall message for Cancer for the balance of October 2021? Yeah, we have the Field of Dreams. Now the Field of Dreams, typically this is what it looks like in the upright. And you know, it's a garden, it's a field of dreams. It's like having your dreams come true. And it is the 21, which, you know, reduces to a 3, and 3 is the number of spirituality. Now in the reverse is how it came up for you, Cancer, and this is indicating, you know, it's playing off these energies of some of you were betrayed by some sort of a job scenario that seriously depleted your income right here. And, you know, some of you were aware of it, some of you weren't, some of you were ready to, you know, to fight for it. Others of you, you know, had to walk away because this devil spirit is in the reverse, and so you were kind of forced to walk away from it because of a betrayal that seriously affected your pentacles, your finances. And, you know, again, if this happened, you know, where there was a loss of employment for some of you Cancerians, know that you are being divinely protected by the bear spirit. The bear spirit is highly spiritual, and the wombat spirit of taking time out to be at home. You know, it's like the universe sat you down and is asking you to take some time out and to really look at what you want personally and professionally. And by doing that, you'll be able to find your field of dreams, which at this current time, for some of you, this won't resonate for all of you Cancers, this is just for some of you, is currently elusive to you, which is why the energy is in reverse. So Cancer, just bear this in mind. Know that you can definitely turn this energy around, but oftentimes, you know, when we don't make changes for ourselves, the universe does it for us. And that is certainly being supported here by these spirits of energies of taking time out and being at home. It's time to really look at what you want to reorganize in your life, personally and professionally. And for those of you that this is personally, you know, a personal forecast for you, where you're feeling this is more personal, if it does resonate for those of you that does feel this is personal, it is suggesting that you're looking at changing a foundation, perhaps changing your home, Some of you have been looking at this for quite some time actually, but just haven't made those changes. For those of you that this resonates for. So bear this in mind, Cancer, that these are the energies to stay focused on, is taking some time out and being at home with yourself and really looking at what it is that you wish to create for yourself. And that which has been unhealthy for you is definitely falling away. Whether it's by your initiation or by the universes, it's definitely falling away so that you can, you know, regain the truth of what's true for you. That's very, very important to focus on. What's true for you, Cancer? What's best for you in as far as your career is related? What's best for you in the changes you want to make in as far as a job is related? What's best for you? Let the past go and move forward. And there you will find your truth and your field of dreams. So please remember that. And I will be back by the end of this month for your November forecasts. And until then, Cancers, thank you to all of you that like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It is deeply, deeply appreciated. It does help it to grow and reach others that are in need of perhaps some guidance that my channel may be able to provide. And I will be back soon toward the end of the month with the November forecast. And until then, Cancers, take extra, extra special care. And God bless you. We'll see you soon. Good night for now.